And welcome in everyone to RedRaiders.com. Zach Long, George Watson coming to you from Coral Gables, Florida, where the Texas Tech Red Raiders raise the heart rates of everyone, but eventually get a walk-off win over Columbia, George. 3-2, Eric Gutierrez comes up with a huge hit.
Yeah, just like he's done so many times this year, Eric Gutierrez comes up with a big hit, and this time it's in the ninth for the walk-off double. First and second, nobody or one out, and it was a deal where so many times Tech had chances, but they didn't come through. Came through right there, just like he's done so many times. Tech goes on to the win, gets into the winner's bracket, which is absolutely crucial in a double elimination series.
Made Tim Tadlock and company nervous, but in the end, the Red Raiders get the win.
Well, there's a guy standing on second, and it's at the bottom of the ninth, so it was really a lot different. And I was running on fumes as far as I go. I had some guys over there anyway, so it was definitely different.
I mean, I had bad at-bats last couple 4 at-bats, and I was just trying to put the ball in play and trying to get a good pitch to hit.
And of course, George, Texas Tech wins the game, which is very important, especially in round 1 of this tournament, but they lived very dangerously, stranding 10 runners, including 2 bases-loaded situations. Not going to be able to get away with that on Saturday.
Yeah, you started to wonder if it was going to be one of those games because they had the bases-loaded 3rd inning, 4th inning, didn't come through either time, and so you're starting to think, oh, it's going to be one of those games they're just going to miss opportunity after opportunity, and quite honestly, they did until the 9th when Eric came through. But I think it was a lot of that, kind of goes back to some of the things in the Big 12 tournament. They had same kind of opportunities, didn't cash in. I think they harkened back to that a little bit, kind of used that experience, and were able to come through in the 9th and play good, solid, fundamental baseball all the way around, get the hit when they absolutely had to have it, and did it in pretty good execution form.
Now, initially, the jolt came from Adam Kirsch. He crushed a ball that we weren't sure was going to get out of the ballpark, kept drifting, and ended up ricocheting off the national championship banners out there in left field.
Yeah, even the Columbia guys said, they thought it was just going to be a routine fly ball, but it kept drifting and drifting. And honestly, I didn't think it was hit as hard as some of the ones that Columbia hit in the 9th inning. I thought a couple of the balls they hit were absolutely crushed, and they just hung up there. I don't know if the wind switched out here or what, but yeah, Adam Kirsch's home run really kind of broke the dam, so to speak, got these guys going. Even though Columbia tied it up at 2 later, it really kind of opened things up, and Tech started to get some of the big hits and get the offense going after that.
Yes, a huge hit for the Big 12 newcomer of the year.
Yeah, he started me off with a fastball. After that pitch, I kind of thought to myself that he wasn't going to beat me with that pitch again. So I was looking off speed. He threw me a fastball in. I got to it, and I got barreled.
It was a big swing. I mean, he, when he shows up, it makes it pretty tough. I mean, I think that's any baseball team when the middle of your lineup shows up, and he showed up in a really big way right there and put a good swing on a pitch.
I mean, we definitely grow from each game. You don't want to compare any game. Each game's different, and you have chances every game, and you just have to come through and win the ball game.
So, George, Texas Tech wins its first NCAA tournament game in over a decade here. Now on to Saturday. They're going to get the winner of the game getting ready to happen behind us between the host team Miami and Bethune-Cookman, who has beat Miami this year. So a very crucial thing right now, but Texas Tech, key today, they don't go very deep into the pitching staff.
Yeah, that's a big deal. They use 2 pitchers between Sadberry and Droz. They've got a lot still left. Coach Tadlock, unfortunately, hinted at somebody tweaked something. He wouldn't say who, he wouldn't say what, right, even though we asked. But so it'll be interesting to see. I would think, if it's not Dylan Dushek, you probably see him come out to start that game. You could probably see maybe Dominic Moreno if it is Dushek, but we'll have to wait and see who it is tomorrow, and we'll have to wait and see who it is they're going to be facing. And really, it's not a given with Miami because Bethune-Cookman's going to run out a guy out there, Montana Drapu, if I'm pronouncing his name right. 11-1 with about a 1.5 ERA that beat these guys already. So it's going to be interesting to see if Bethune-Cookman wins and it's taking Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman doesn't have its ace. I like Tech's chances. I like Tech's chances even against Miami. We'll have to wait and see, though.
That all-important winners bracket final will be tomorrow, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Texas Tech will take on the winner of Miami and Bethune-Cookman. For now, though, we're going to bid you farewell from Coral Gables, Florida. For George Watson, I'm Zach Long. We'll see you next time.